The Earthquake on the Morning of April 6, 2009 by Nicholas Manganaro. Location of this event happened in Locchia, Italy in the region of Abruzzo. It's a 10,800 square kilometer in area, and it's home to 1.2 million people. It's the area wedged between the Apennines Mountains and the Adriatic Sea, and home to lots of medieval culture in central Italy. Cause of the earthquake was caused by a convergent boundary between the Eurasian plate and the African plate. This is the same boundary that created the Apennines Mountains in the mid-region of Italy. The quake itself occurred at approximately 3:30 a.m. local time, and it was measured at a 6.3 on the Richter scale, and strong aftershock earthquakes occurred in the following 2 days, which wrecked some schools and various hospitals that were housing the injured. 300 died from the quake and over 1,500 were injured in the event. Some economic, social, and cultural costs that resulted from the earthquake were $15 billion in damage. Infrastructure such as houses, schools, hospitals, roads, and town places of organization were all destroyed in the event. 65,000 people were left homeless. 88,000 were left unemployed. Ancient cultural buildings that dated back to medieval times were destroyed, and 6 Italian scientists were tried and found guilty for not predicting the quake correctly. Some environmental effects that resulted were the biosphere was affected because many animals and wildlife had lost their habitats and homes and were displaced. Rubble and dust that resulted from the damage affected the atmosphere and resulted in low air quality in the days following the earthquake, and 1,000 square kilometers of land was affected by surface fractures, landslides, and rockfalls. What we learned from this earthquake was Italian officials said if the exact same earthquake happened in California along the San Andreas Fault, there would be 0 deaths and infrastructure would not be nearly as damaged as it was in the region. A major flaw for the Italians was that their medieval buildings that were historical landmarks were not adjusted for earthquake safety precautions, even though multiple geologists recommended it. It was also found out that a lot of the buildings that were built with not as structurally sound concrete that had been cut with a lot of sand, which resulted in buildings falling much quicker and much harder.